That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Working live, how to fuck. Alright, the audio's fixed. This has been indicative of what's going on all week. Yeah, the audio's fucked. There's no reverb. I finally got it fixed. Should be good now. I finally got it fixed, and there was a new issue going on. I am in a shitty mood. The fact that we could do these tests all day and something new could pop up. So I was just in working testing, and no offense to this fan, he seemed like a really nice guy. The first words, if anybody watched the arcade broadcast, so everything's going on, and I was doing the test, and the first words out of his mouth was, so are you using OBS? And I was like, gotta go. Gotta go. Had to bounce. If you listen to what I heard with this OBS bullshit last week, and Tobes isn't here, he had to dip. It's sort of my fault because I should have stayed on him earlier in the day. He probably didn't hear from me and didn't think I wanted him or something. So I'm in a pissy fucking mood. Good luck. And there isn't a shit ton going on. And I was supposed to get to the point today, and I had to end up doing something for my wife. It's just a fucking bad week as far as this is concerned. Otherwise, the OBS pitch was remarkably frustrating when you can't nail it down. Yeah, well, here's the thing. We don't use OBS on fucking Chopping the Point. I've explained it in detail, the reasons why, on Twitter. The problem yesterday was not OBS. The problem yesterday is XSplit is going all sorts of update. They had a major update. Actually made the application a little lighter. But with any kind of large updates, it doesn't keep in mind other things. Like, I don't know, the European server that's supposed to assign you the API key. Apparently that was down completely. So there's no way to get it back up. And I can't just slip and have all the graphics functioning correctly on OBS. So I really wanted to... I had a dream last night that I killed somebody that started bringing up OBS. I swear to God. I murdered him. I put a knife in his throat, and he was gagging his own blood. And I just kept laughing at him over and over again. It was really amazing. I had a dream like that. I'm not even kidding. So, and then, oh God, we had some fucking wacko saying he's going to do acid attacks. Oh, by the way, asshole, I'm going to the cops. Yep. Got all the info. We're going to the police. I ain't playing after what happened in, that Cruz character. I checked this guy's stuff out now that I have everything together. So this is OBS. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. God. You want to ask? You want to know what happened? Call me. How about we'll do it that way? Because we're probably not gonna have a lot of callers today because it's a shitty headline. Oh my God. Yeah, somebody's threatening acid attacks. They're probably blowing smoke, but we'll let the cops decide that, huh? Fucking jerk. And you know what? I can't, after I actually check this guy's socials, there's no way I can let it slide. Because that's what happens to all these fucking school shooters. Everybody's like, oh, they're just blowing off steam. And it wasn't just like one thing. Or one Pepe the Frog. So, douchebag, good luck with this shit. If the police do anything, who the fuck knows? You saw what happened down in Florida. The cops had 10,000 warnings. I'm sure the same way in the UK. Oh, he's a troubled boy. Yeah, until he goes and fucking throws acid in somebody's face. So I'll be on the phone with the police at some point. Well, whatever. In a bad mood. Scarzio. Half.
Oh my gosh.
How are you on? Can you hear me? God.
You hear me? Yes, I hear you. Yeah.
$20 off the bat. Core Master. Start off slow. Enjoy 1 hour of my pay now. Thank you so much. You've made it great already. And I will try to relax. I will. It's just been a bad. Everybody has bad weeks. We had bad week. Actually, a year ago, this week, we were having problems getting back on the air. A year ago, this week, because of some changes that Skype, that the old versions of Skype were no longer functioning at all, and it prevented us from doing the things that we're normally used to doing. So this is going to happen. Whatever. Oh, and now it looks like something froze. For fuck's sake. As far as now it's frozen. Streamlabs is frozen. That's fucking funny. Oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah. What do you got, Scarzia? What do you got for me?
I've got great news from the Italian government.
Yes. I'm waiting to hear it.
For the first time in history,
yes,
we have a black guy in the Senate.
Congratulations. Real talk will be happy. Well, that's good.
And he's far right.
He's far right. Hates black people, huh?
Yes.
So what happened over there?
Yeah, other than that, we have to wait.
Well, I don't know if I like the far right getting in. I don't know if I like the far right getting in, assuming there actually are far right. I mean, Sargon is being reported as alt-right. I've seen Nigel Farage being called far right, and things of that nature. Thanks so much,
It was
Mark.
the same thing.
Yeah, so he's probably not far right. He's probably either a conservative or a libertarian. All right. And it makes sense because if he was far right, he wouldn't be a black politician in the first place in Italy. It just doesn't make any sense. So he's probably not far right. He's probably quite sensibly on the right. So what happened over there? Is it what's spawning this? The immigration? Is there an economic problem? Are people just fed up with the lefties? What's going on in Italy?
People are fed up with the lefties.
They're just fed up with the lefties. It's like they were in the States with Trump and Brexit prior. Good.
Yeah, it's just that we have also the immigration problem, the European problem, and so that's
well, it'd be nice if we all left the EU, so that fucking catastrophe never gets going.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even getting enough support in the first place from Europe.
You really shouldn't even get it to begin with. You should be functioning as your own country with trade agreements between the other countries. There's no reason for a guy from Belgium to be telling you that your laws have been superseded by an unelected official. That's the way I feel about Europe. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Congratulations on your new black guy. We had a black guy. He sucked.
But yeah, we have to still wait another month till the government to form. Actually.
Yeah.
The right has won, I guess.
Yeah.
But
it's not over. They gotta cut deals to remain in parliament.
But whatever.
Yeah. Hey, now Streamlabs is acting up. If you can believe that. That's fucking amazing.
Jesus.
Yeah. This is fucking funny. It's just, I know my father believes in astrology.
Well, at least there's not much drama going on. If there was like
somebody sent this. Wow, donations are actually coming in. This will probably get stuck. Now it's not coming up at all. Wilbert, Joe did $6.90. Happy International Women's Day. Thank you. Now that this shit isn't working, I wonder if this is actually the updates. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And Mark, shit happens. Symmetrics with $5. And now the thing's not going up, which is, of course, I count on that. That's my bread and fucking butter. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. Streamlabs is fucked.
Well.
All right, Scarzio. I'm moving on.
Happy days.
Have a good day. Now the test isn't working. What the fuck? Test donation.
It's a shot from the point, bitch.
And only the sound effect. That's fucking great news. I'm hoping that's on their side. That's happened before. I'm hoping. But if you do donate, I'd be happy to read them off. It's just, thank you, Wilbert, Symmetrics, Mark, and Core Master. It's just that kind of fucking day. Uranus is in the first house, as my dad would say. Or, I forget, Mercury's retrograde. Some horse shit like that. Jamie Pine, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
It's, everything seems kind of mellow. I thought I'd come in here and cheer the vibe.
Don't cheer me up. Don't try it. It's a bad fucking move, dude.
All right.
It's a bad
Did
move.
you hear? Okay, all right, how about this?
All right.
Did you hear of that headline a few years back of Fred Phelps' son? So Westboro Baptist Church.
Yes.
His son, right? Was doing an interview, and hold on, let me find it.
Fred Phelps.
This is worth it. This is worth it. Fred Phelps. Okay.
God hates fags guy, right? That's what
Okay.
we're
This
talking
guy
about.
was doing an interview, and there was it went a little wrong. Okay.
It works. It works. It works. Wilbur, thank you so much
You got
for
it working.
£5. Now it works. I don't know why it says £5 and not $5, but I'll take it. Here's another one. But now it's stuck. For fuck's sake, dude. This is so important.
Okay, so this was the headline. Alleged son of Westboro Baptist Church leader attacked in publicity stunt by a naked 500-pound man who burst out of bathroom, sat on him and shouted, "Who's your daddy?" That's a real headline. And you know who the guy was?
Who is that?
Billy the Fridge.
What?
Billy the fucking Fridge.
Start this over again. Please. Start this at the very beginning.
So I found this yesterday, and it's cute, and literally it's the funniest thing. It's a Mail Online headline: alleged son of Westboro Baptist Church leader attacked, and you can Google this, in publicity stunt, and there's a video by a naked 500-pound man who burst out of bathroom, sat on him, and shouted, "Who's your daddy?" And there's a video.
Send it to me.
David Phelps was being interviewed when the man ran at him. He calls himself Billy the Fridge.
Are you kidding me? Send me this video right now. Send me this video.
I love it so much. Wait, I'll send it to you.
Send me this video. I can't believe this is fucking real. This is real. You're not fucking around here.
I'm not even kidding.
When did Billy do this?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. I thought this is new.
No.
Billy loves the gays.
I found this and I'm
my
just like,
God.
how can this be real? I saw the headline in a meme. I decided to Google it, and just by pure fucking chance, I see the line where it goes, "He calls himself Billy the Fridge," and I just lost my shit.
Here we go.
I'm David Phelps. And God hates fags. If you hear nothing else I say, I need that message to get out.
This Easter, BattleCam will host the first public crucifixion in America. We will be honoring the sacrifices made by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So tune in this Sunday at 7 p.m. The first.
That's the thing, BattleCam. That's the thing that Keem got in trouble with, right? Are you still here, Jamie? BattleCam?
Yeah.
That was the thing
Yeah.
Keem got in trouble with.
Televised crucifixion in America. BattleCam.com.
Judas, like that.
You need any more proof?
Oh, come on. Judas betrays Jesus with a kiss. It's right there. Like that would have been the normal tip-off. Like, hey, I'm just going to make out with Jesus. Normal, all right? Very on the down low.
This is a mockery. It's been a mockery from the beginning. Is this what you planned for your mock crucifixion as well?
It's not a mock crucifixion. We're actually crucifying the guy, and he is actually gay.
Do you have any idea? You have any idea what it is to receive the payment for your sins from a wrathful and angry God?
Is it anything?
Romans 12 says he will pile it upon your head like hot coals from a fire.
So it's about as bad as listening to you.
This is what you got.
Yeah.
I condemn it. I condemn absolutely every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
May God bring his wrath in a way that all will know it comes from him. May he indeed. God hates fags, and fags doom nations. Unless you've got anything shy of an apology or a repentance, I'm done.
Don't go.
What do you want?
The Leviathan! 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 He'll get you!
Dude. Yes, dude.
What the fuck was that? Holy Christmas! Boy, bitch. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me.
No.
I didn't know anything about this. He calls himself Billy the Fridge. You're damn right. He came in stark fucking naked. I think he lost weight since then. I had no idea that happened.
Neither did I. And this is why
and he just sat on that son of a bitch. Leviathan!
I love him with all my heart. I truly love him.
Billy the Leviathan. Oh my God, that was the greatest thing ever. Might have been the greatest. How come I didn't know about this? I'm calling. I gotta ask him about that. Leviathan.
I just found it, and oh my God.
Is there any way is he on? Is there any way we could call him?
I'm wondering.
If he's like, I'm looking on Discord. He's usually up pretty early because he's in the. How did they set that whole thing up? I mean, I
don't know. I know as much as you do at this point. I found this article, I found that video, and I was just in shock.
And it was on BattleCams, and I know Billy had something to do with BattleCams because that's how he met Keem. That is, 4 years ago, around the Tube News. Jesus, I wish I would have known he did that. That guy didn't even put up a fight. Like, get off of me! He was just like he was just overwhelmed and in shock. What were you searching? Like a gay avengement? I mean, like.
He's the greatest man on the planet.
I'm gonna clip that. Leviathan.
Leviathan.
And he just sits on him. It's too bad if you're listening to this on Discord or excuse me, on SoundCloud or iTunes. I highly suggest you go to my YouTube channel and see this shit. Highly suggest. I think I want to watch it again.
Don't watch the whole thing, just the bit where Billy comes out.
I mean, it's just it's fucking beautiful, man.
It is so good.
Like he's so. Like, I don't even understand because I didn't do well in Bible school or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know. Hold on, here we go.
This is what you got. Yeah. I condemn it.
You condemn it.
I condemn absolutely every minute of it. Mm-hmm. May God bring his wrath in a way that all will know it comes from him. May he indeed. God.
Yeah, he seems like a holy guy, right?
Yeah.
Full of love. Christian, he wants to spread his Christianity because it brings love to everybody.
God hates facts, and facts doom nations. Unless you've got anything shy of an apology or a repentance, I'm done.
Don't go.
What do you want?
The Leviathan!
The Leviathan! My God. The fact that he had the balls, I don't think I could be talked to. Maybe I could. I don't know. If I hated him enough, I guess I could. I don't think I could talk. Well, thank you, Jamie Pine, for making my day. I think I named
That's all right. Anytime, Tommy.
Billy the Fridge. I'm changing the name of the stream. Fuck it.
I hope that brought entertainment to you, your day, and everyone in the chat.
Made me happy. It really did. Billy the Fridge. Attacks.
But the real credit goes to Billy the motherfucking
really
Fridge. What a beautiful human.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a fucking bunch of hits off of this. Yeah, this is old news though.
Yeah, I know, but I found it and I'm like, is no one talking about this? What?
Yeah, like I was years ago. It was before before I knew anything. Yeah. Now that shit's not coming up. 414. I don't care. Billy the Fridge is the greatest YouTube entertainer ever. I don't know if I could disagree with you.
Yeah, I love him.
Jesus Christ. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I have to switch scenes for Streamlabs to get rid of the fucking... It's just so annoying. God, I hate this.
Yeah. Where's Toby? He was on
supposed to be on, but I had a bad day. I've had a bad week. It sucks. Leviathan! That's so awesome.
Leviathan!
The guy was probably terrified out of his mind. Terrible thing to do.
Yeah, imagine that turning around. Seeing Billy the Fridge naked, yelling, "Leviathan!"
He's no punk, man. Hey, I dare you to go in that closet, come out naked, and tackle a fucking God hates fags guy. Done. Leviathan! I'm flipping that shit. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's fucking beautiful. Oh, fuck. All right, Jamie. Thank you so much, man.
No worries, my dude.
Bye-bye. I don't know how you're going to top that waffle taco. You already blew it. You're not even alive. I swear to God, if unless you need to have your mics unmuted, it automatically mutes you in waiting to call. Jerk my ego. I could always count on you.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? Ah! I should have kept Jamie on. Ah! Joe Montana.
Tommy Callahan.
Callahan, you
good?
Fuckhead. What's up?
Listen, I'm very glad that you're taking a stand against the acid attacks thing. My family has suffered numerous acid attacks in recent years. But more importantly, I come to you today with an investment opportunity.
What's that?
So I was just noticing my dog, right? A new dog, you know, her name is Sadie. She's a lady dog, right? And we recently had her neutered, right?
Mm.
And it seems like, you know, Sadie has like fallen into depression and, you know, since the neutering, and it completely changes their personality. Everyone knows that, right? So, basically the idea I came up with is doggy condoms. And I think this is $1 billion franchise.
It wasn't even me, it was them. Thank you, Phil Molothies. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's that.
Yo, Tommy.
Yes.
You want to get high and do some Arabic homework?
Yes, sure. Like, what do you mean? Like we saying bad stuff about gay people?
No, we could just get high, just sit down, write
you
down
don't
some
do drugs,
Arabic
do you?
homework.
I don't. Why would I want to get high and do Arabic homework? If I want to go high,
Well, it's just the thing that everyone does right now. It's the new phase.
It's the new phase. Like, what? Are you high right now?
What?
Are you high right now? What do they do to you?
Yeah, I'm back with you.
What do they do to you? You don't have to talk. Don't answer that. What if they get caught in your godforsaken country? By the way, you have a nice new microphone. I can tell. What do they do to you if you get caught smoking pot? What do they do to you?
Well, they'll probably you'll probably go to prison for like you know, for life probably.
For life for smoking pot.
Yeah.
Why are you even joking about it? What, that's what I want to know.
Because it's a meme we started in the chat room.
Oh, okay.
Put on put on Centrex next.
Centric.
He'll find out.
Yes. Don't smoke pot while you're over there. Come to Europe and smoke pot or something. Don't do it there. It's not even legal here, really. But it won't be life in prison. I guarantee you that.
Well, it's really easy to buy it here.
I have trouble. What is it? It's got to be $10,000 if they're fucking having life sentences over it.
It's like
that's got to drive the price up.
20 BD. Like it's 20 BD.
All right.
It's like $10.
They could, and they have lifetime sentences for pot use.
Yeah.
Well, it just goes to show you it's pointless to make it illegal. That's true.
I know.
It's just pointless. People are just going to get high. If I got to steal Chris Rock's old joke, no crack fucking dealer ever said, what am I going to do with all this crack? No, it just sells itself. Thanks, Vault. Don't smoke pot.
You're welcome.
Just leave your country. Thank you. Leave your country. Squiggles, you're in here.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing? I was just thinking to myself, you know this acid guy, right?
Yes.
I think we should send Leviathan in.
Leviathan, yeah.
Sort it. Don't mess with the place. Just send Billy the Fridge in naked.
Billy the Fridge,
and the guy won't fucking do anything. He will run off like a little puss.
Yeah, I did. Did I hear about no fuckers
Billy the Fridge is down there. Billy the Fridge is down there.
Get him in! Give it to me, Tommy. Get him up.
Billy, I just found out about Leviathan.
Leviathan!
Leviathan! This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
I saw that got like resurfaced yesterday. People were hitting me up with it.
I'm shocked, and I want to know the story. Please begin. The floor is yours.
All right, so I assume you saw the little excerpt from Daily Mail UK?
Yes, it's exactly where I saw it.
Okay. Did you see the video that was with it too?
Yes,
we watched it twice.
We watched it twice because I couldn't believe it the first time.
Okay. So I used to work for this billionaire.
Yes.
He's based out of Beverly Hills area. He's like the same guy that Keemstar worked with on the Billionaires Game Challenge back in the day.
Yeah, they were talking about what you call it, cams, and there was like a commercial in the
BattleCam.
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 Okay, gotcha. All right.
So this guy, he was sending us on a trip across America, and he just got this wild hair where he was like, "I need you to go mess with the Phelps family," and we were in Texas. It was like the beginning of South by Southwest, this huge media event, and he makes us leave there to go to Topeka, Kansas.
Yeah.
And everybody in the RV was like pissed. We were like, we're leaving South by Southwest where we can get so much, like there's celebrities and shit down there all the time. It's huge. We can go fuck with like, I don't know, Kanye West or somebody.
And you go to like hang out with a bunch of hillbillies.
And he's like, he says, no, go to Topeka, Kansas. And we're live to air this entire time. He had a TV station back in Beverly Hills. Everything we were doing was being transmitted back to the TV station. So on our way to the Phelps compound in Topeka, Kansas, we're setting up an interview with them. Everything's going really well, but the people watching at home decide to troll the shit out of us. And they call the Phelps people and they tell them that we're going to attack them. We're going to do all types of stuff not to let us in. So they block us. They won't even talk to us.
Okay.
And the billionaire, like we go to their house. He's like, go try and get an interview with them. Whatever you got to do. We were finding them on the street corner. They had their signs out, God hates fags and everything.
Yeah.
And we jumped out of our car, and within 40 seconds, their entire team was packed up and in the van and ran from us. Like we could not get these people at all.
Oh yeah.
So the billionaire says, "Well, I'm mad. I sent you all the way out here. If you can't get an interview, then come home." And we didn't want to end the road trip.
You want to go empty-handed. Who is this billionaire, by the way? Can you say?
His name's Alki David. He's a Greek heir to what is one of the biggest Coca-Cola bottling companies in the world.
He just happened to be Billy the Fridge's buddy.
Yeah. And so we are sitting here in Topeka, Kansas. The Phelps family will not talk to us at all.
Yeah, sure.
We decide to go to this cafe where like theater types hang out. And we find this man who used to be a priest and left the priesthood because his homosexual proclivities were like contradictory.
Yes,
but he was in theater and he was in the priesthood or whatever. He had a religious background. He knew all about the Phelps people, and we talked him into pulling one over on our bus so we can continue the trip. So this guy in the video, he's just some theater dude we met like 20 minutes before we filmed this.
Okay.
He had no idea I was in the closet, naked, going to attack him. That was all a real reaction. He freaked the fuck out when that happened, but he wasn't actually a Phelps. We didn't think anything would come of this. We figured our billionaire would be happy and let us go. We made it all the way to New York City after this. And that's when this article blew up. And like I was getting calls from Huffington Post. I was getting calls from all types of news outlets, Vice and all those people that were trying to hit us up. And it turns out, that this wasn't one of the Phelps kids because they wouldn't talk to us.
Oh, okay. So that guy wasn't his son. Who was that guy that you jumped on? Who was that guy?
He was just some guy we met at a coffee shop that happened to be in the theater and knew about the Phelps people. So he played. We lucked out with this guy because he played it so perfectly.
You faked the whole thing, is what you're saying?
Yeah. They wouldn't. I didn't try and fake it to like get any sort of news credibility. I tried to get so the billionaire would let us continue our trip. We were trying to pay over on him.
That guy was a great actor. I totally bought it. I bought it.
Yeah, well, he had no idea that I was gonna run out naked from the closet. So like when I did that, he was like he almost shit himself. He was he freaked out. So like there were elements of that were really real, but we could not get a Phelps person to interview with us, and we had one lined up on our way there, but the trolls ruined it for us.
Oh,
so
wow. No
and like we were going to their house because they live on a block.
Were you going to do something similar to like the Phelps? Because you know what, I should have figured you would have went to jail if you did that. It's sexual assault.
Yeah, well, the billionaire was like, "Get out of there right now! I'm wiring you a couple $1,000. Get the fuck out of there!" And so we were like, "Cool," and we made it all the way to New York City before the shit hit the fan. Like a week or two later, when it blew up on the Daily Mail UK and all the other websites, and I was getting people hitting me up like, you're a hero to the LGBT community, and we would love like that. Someone asked me to be like the what do you call it, one of the parade master or whatever. They like wanted to take me out to Texas for a gay pride parade. They wanted me to be the man of honor, and I couldn't do it because I'm like, I knew it was a work, you know. We were just trying to win over some more time with this billionaire because he made us go on a road trip from LA, and we went up to Northern California, down through Las Vegas, into Texas, up into Topeka, Kansas, and this was all like on a whim. He had no plans for us. He just put us in an RV. We went through 3 RVs because the first RV he put us in was like a broken down, dilapidated shithole. There was literally a box of knives.
You could make a movie about this road trip. You should make a movie about it.
Billy, you could make this into a brilliant movie.
We had a bunch of clips of it set up, and we had this guy that was going to edit it for us. But my buddy who was on the trip with us kept talking shit to this guy. And the guy just disappeared. He like ghosted. So he has all the clips and stuff that we had collected. I don't know. I don't even like, there's little pieces of it online that exist out there. But we almost had a documentary ready to go. But my fucking psycho buddy that was on he was the guy interviewing in the video, interviewing the Phelps guy.
Yeah.
He just decided to talk shit to the editor just because the editor was like, I don't know, artsy. So he was like, fuck this guy. And he literally trolled this guy out of our lives. The guy won't talk to me. He won't talk to anybody. I don't know if he's alive or dead. I tried calling him years after this to get the footage, and he's gone. So I sat down and I started writing a book about it because like there was one point where the billionaire cut us off for money, and he said, if you guys want money, go and get jobs. So we went on Craigslist. We went on Craigslist and we got a gig helping like a family move and like move into a new home. So we're in there with webcams helping this family move. And one of the other guys in the RV decides to like blow a stink bomb off in this woman's brand new house. It was so fucked up because like she's just moved in and he put a stinky shit bomb right in her fucking bathroom.
Oh my god!
We didn't get paid. The guy who booked the gig first called us and was like, "You motherfuckers! What the fuck did you do? I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And we're like, "We're leaving the state, motherfucker! Fuck you!" It was ridiculous. We were wanted in Texas by the police because of internet trolls. We got kicked out of like 13 hotels. We got kicked out of a hotel in Reno by the mob. I'm pretty sure it was the mob. They didn't say they were, but they were like, "Look, you need to get the fuck out of here right now." Have you ever seen that clip of Ice Poseidon where the guy's like, "You get the fuck out of here right now"? It was like, it was less subtle than that, but more direct. They were like, "Look, you need to get out of here. You got 5 minutes to get your shit packed up and get the fuck out of here." And then my buddy was like, "Well, then we want a refund on our apartment room or our hotel room." Oh no! And they were like, okay, you want a refund? Give us your IDs. And we're like, no, we're good. We're out, man.
You're a gangster. You fucking with the mob here. Oh god,
so good.
It's the greatest story ever told.
So that's what this came from. It was just one little piece of like I was on the road for like 70 days away from home, and I was never supposed to be on the road. I got flown down to Los Angeles for what was a reality show. I was supposed to live in a house with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
We get to this place. It's not a house. It's a studio in Beverly Hills, right off of Rodeo Drive, like Cannon Drive. It runs parallel to Rodeo Drive. So it's right where like all the celebrities shop. Right next door. I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger getting his haircut there every 2 weeks, literally next door. Like he was our neighbor, and we were locked in the studio that was designed to look like a prison cell. Well, that was supposed to go for 30 days. It got shut down after 1 day because of fire hazards, because people were smoking meth inside the studio, and the firemen came. It was absolutely ridiculous. And this billionaire, he thought he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. So he threw us in this room. How did you hook up
with this billionaire?
And then he was like
sending you money. Was he trying to get you to guys film a show? That you guys are going to flip a show or something like that? Like, what was the reason you're getting money to begin with?
Well, the show, we were supposed to live in the room or live in this house for a month, and whoever could survive got $100,000.
Oh, so it was like a show. Wow.
It was a 24-hour reality live show. It was like 24 hours live.
Where did you stream?
And they had it.
Where did you stream it at?
I was streamed on BattleCam.com, and it played locally to KILM, which is a station in Southern California, and it went out to like Arizona and Northern California on TV, Phoenix and areas like that. But the billionaire, he didn't care about standards and practices or anything. He let someone in the studio that beat the shit out of one of the contestants live on air. And that was after the show already got shut down by the firemen.
Oh,
because they're like, you guys can't live in this fucking room. This isn't zoned for living situation. You got people smoking cigarettes in here, and people were actually smoking meth in there. And so they shut down us living in there, and he was having us doing interviews, post interviews, because they had planned TV for 30 days, and they only got 1 day out of us. So we were doing post interviews, and then someone got the shit beat out of him live on the camera.
Oh,
that's when he was like, "Okay, I'm going to send you and a couple other guys out on an RV trip across America."
He's trying to salvage,
and that's where all this started.
So he just started dumping money. Jay, this could be a film. This could be a documentary. This is one of the greatest.
No, I literally, I imagine like a kind of a YouTube kind of hangover kind of thing where it's like just the weirdest shit happens.
Just you got to sit down. And you got to sit down.
You write this into a book, Billy, please.
This is.
And the best thing was we made it all the way to New York City, and then all this shit blew up on like the BuzzFeed and the Daily Mail or whatever.
Yeah.
All this shit blew up there, and I get a call from the billionaire, and I'm sitting in New York City, and I got multiple like girls in New York City that are like have been waiting for me to get there on this road trip.
Yeah.
And I'm there for like 6 hours. I get a call from the billionaire, and he's like, You have to go back to Topeka, Kansas.
Why?
I've got a call from. They're going to be doing an interview. They're going to meet you there. And after all he'd done to put us across America, I felt like I couldn't back out on him.
Yeah.
And I left I left New York City with guaranteed I think it was WrestleMania weekend too. Back when WrestleMania 29 was in New York. So I was ready to go to all the events and shit there, and I left.
Yeah.
And I went back to Topeka, Kansas, swearing I'd never go back there the first time we left because of how miserable a place it was. And we flew back, and it was the saddest experience ever. Because by the time we flew back, everything got outed that it was fucking a work. So all the news people canceled on us, and we were just sitting there in Topeka, Kansas, like this is what hell feels like.
This is the greatest story ever told.
This is the worst.
This is the greatest.
So it's
story. This is like
it was a crazy story.
You know, you could spin it like the reality show that never made it. You know, like that never made it on, and it was better than any reality show ever, right? You could even like get actors and film it like a documentary, you know?
Yeah, that'd be the dope. That would be.
It should be the greatest stuff ever. And fuck, man, I swear to God, I tell you something. If I was worth a couple million, I'd be giving you this money right now. I'd totally be prepared.
Oh yeah. No, if there's anyone out there,
if I had money, I would put. Billy, I'd bet. I'd give you $20 million right now. I swear to God.
That as a movie pitch, if you were pitching that.
I've got it. What do you got? Like, what do you got? I'm not only that, I'm hiring you a writer to sit down so you can hash this shit out, right? And get it in a timeline to make a great film. Yeah, and I'll be like, don't even make anything up. Make it even the bad shit. Like,
you wouldn't have to make anything up so much because we were on the road for like 70 days. And every day this billionaire was like demanding we do something crazy.
And who's
sometimes it was multiple times a day, you know? We were in Texas and people were calling and saying that we stole a campground. That we never even were at a campground, but the cops kept coming to us everywhere. Like every place we'd stop, they'd find us and they'd tell us like they're gonna press charges. We're like, dude, you can't press charges. But then the people would like, there's no proof. But then the cops like, okay, we're gonna investigate this, and the people would call back and complain again.
Was this before
and it would all start over? So we had to get the fuck out of Texas.
Was this before or after your hit? Was this before or after your hit?
This was before the what was that?
This was before when you got that big song. My favorite one is "I'm a Bill," but you had one before that was
just a bill.
Yeah, was that with the big one? Or
yeah, just a bill was my big one.
That was your big one.
Just like while I was on this trip, I was actually on this trip when just a bill hit Reddit on the front page the first time. It wasn't the big time, but it was my first AMA I did on Reddit. Was during this trip, so it was like. I don't know. I was getting shine off of that during this whole thing. It was blowing up.
That's insane. What an insane story,
dude. You're fucking.
You're a legend.
Your fucking album, Old Fashioned, was the theme song of the latter half of my time in LA. Literally. That I no, because remember you gave me
I know
the
what
CD
happened to you in
and
LA. That doesn't even come close. I mean, you had a pretty good time in LA, but you're like the billionaire, the fails that make it funny, setting this thing up, people thinking it's real, and then see, that's the way I'd shoot that. I'd shoot that in the sense that even the viewer for the first time thinks it's the guy from the thing, and then you only find out later in the film that the whole thing was a big work. You know, like a Tarantino movie. You flash back like a
imagine the introduction of the billionaire movie. He's just like, you know, and it's just like you're like you know, you want to be a social media rap or whatever, and there's a group of like fucking people, and you meet this billionaire, and he's like, you know, I will, you will do things for me. I'll make you star.
And you're gonna do anything, and you're like, so you're only like,
you're
only like 30 now, so you're only in your mid-20s when this happened, right? So you're still kind of like crazy, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, I was really crazy. I was just in a point in my life where I felt like I needed to prove that I wasn't afraid of anything. Yeah. You know, or I don't know if that's right. I had to prove that I was like it was like the frat phase where you go to a fraternity and you do all that dumb drinking and shit. And you do all the stupid things because you're like, fuck it, I'll grow up later. I felt like I needed some of that in my life at that point in time. So I was just doing all types of dumb shit.
And you're trying to get, let's be honest, you're trying to get famous. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You're trying to get in a reality show. You're trying to get famous. You got.
Well, I was trying to get famous before that, but I was like, I'm not going to get famous if I'm like uncomfortable doing crazy shit, right? So like I gotta be willing to put myself out there and go beyond any sort of limits. I did all that type of stuff because when I was younger, you know, at certain times I would feel myself being reserved or maybe bashful even, and I wanted to kill that. I wanted to murder all that inside of me.
Yeah, I guess so. You were bashful? I can't even imagine.
Yeah, well, not around everybody, but like around like older people, elderly people, I would be kind of bashful. I'd be like, "Oh, hi, I'm Billy. Nice to meet you." Little like weird, scare, like around people's parents. I was always called Eddie Haskell because they'd know I was a big loud son of a bitch away from them, but around them I'd be like a sweet little boy, like, "Hi." So I wanted to kill that about me. I guess so. Felt like that was a weakness.
You should have that as an underlining story. You should like flip back to like when you were a kid, you know. And I want to see the other people in the video. By the way, that guy should have got an Academy Award. I really thought he was unless you want to repent or apologize, I'm out of here. You know, like that guy's a great actor. Yeah. He's a genius.
Yeah. We met him 20 minutes before in a cafe. He was getting a panini.
He just did it.
And we asked him if he would do it.
And he did. And he was good. He wasn't like, he didn't fake it. Yeah. It was like a real, like that guy, he sounded like one of those wackos. Like I didn't get, you know what I should have figured out when the guy didn't really fight back, because I gotta be honest with you, I'm sure you get me down, but I'm going out like swinging or something, and fucking your naked ass is coming after me. Like I should have known it was a part of the act. Now that I'm looking back at it, you know. But I just figured he was in utter shock, and who wouldn't be?
Yeah, he had no idea I was coming out of that room.
Oh,
we had planned that.
Oh, wait a minute.
When we actually got the Phelps.
The guy that was the work didn't know it was going to happen? He had no idea that was going to happen?
Yeah, the fake guy, the guy that we got in, he had no idea I was going to run out and attack him. That was our plan from the jump to do to the Phelps people. We're like, all right, you're going to interview them. And then when the interview goes south, you're gonna say something, and I'm gonna fucking run out naked, you know. So I'm gonna give you as much time as you can with the Phelps, because that was our plan coming up from Texas to Topeka, Kansas. So that was the plan all along. So when we got this guy to play one of them, we were like, we're not gonna tell him. We're just gonna fucking surprise the shit out of him. And I think it did shock the fuck out of him. Like, he had met me beforehand.
Yeah.
Vaguely at the coffee shop.
But
my buddy was doing all the
He's going to
talking.
see your naked
No,
ass.
not at all.
Yeah. How tall are you, Bill? You're like 6'4", right?
6'3".
So I
was 6'4" at one point, but I
Yeah.
think I shrunk because I'm so fat.
Yeah. So like, you got a guy coming out. I mean, I would have been terrified. You know.
Yeah, especially naked like that.
I'm gonna jump through a window to get away from you. You know.
Yeah, because you don't want to try and wrestle me down. Because at best, you're gonna like get my titties all over you and my fucking belly
that's the
flaps.
other thing. It's like if you had to
That's
fight,
the best you could do.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that because that's weird. Like, but it's like it's almost like I don't know. This is like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre moment. Like some guy like barreling out of this fucking thing, and if you want to, oh my god, that was brilliant.
I chased him out of
all about this.
The RV.
Do you have like tapes?
I chased him out of the RV, and he ran like hella further. I didn't run because I was naked, so I was like, I'm just gonna go back in.
Yeah, you did that thing. It's a good thing you didn't do it to that guy. You probably got hit for sexual assault or something like that. You know, they would have followed through. But it's even better that it's a work and it didn't blow up till later, and then it's somehow leaked. And boy, I really wish I really missed out.
We made it like 2 weeks afterwards before it blew up on the news outlets.
You know the thing that gets me too is it's like I really missed out. I didn't know about BattleCams. I didn't hear about BattleCams until Grade A did his video on Keem.
Yeah,
and I really missed out. That was something special, wasn't it? BattleCam.
It really was when it first hit. The billionaire offered $1 million for somebody to streak President Obama. You know that.
I love this guy. Have you talked to him since?
Yeah, a little bit. He's like he went through a divorce, and
he's not a billionaire anymore. Now he's the millionaire.
No, he's still a billionaire. Like, you know, prenups.
1.7 billion. I looked him up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. He's still
so he has he owns a hologram company right now. He owns Tupac's hologram.
Hologram?
Tupac's hologram.
I've seen
like real holograms.
I've seen.
Well, you know, they're not
hologram.
real holograms. It's like what Tupac's hologram was. If you ever saw the Coachella performance,
you ever see that? You ever see that? Because I've seen.
Yeah, he bought.
It looks cool. You know, it looks kind of real.
Yeah, he bought the hologram company, and now he's doing like celebrity revivals. So he's moved away from what he was doing before, and he's got this business going, and he's enjoying it.
That's good for him.
I mean,
he's
a billionaire.
You make money. You make money. Now get a job if you don't make money. Goodbye, Nick.
Yeah, go get a job. And then we had to go like do Craigslist, and he laughed. He thought it was funny, so he gave us more money. It was really just him getting bored of us, and he made us do weird shit. Like the first RV we had, it was a piece of shit, and it broke down 4 times like the first weekend.
Are you still
We had
friends?
to call AAA 4
friends?
times. We had to tow the RV through the Donner Pass, where they ate like
the Donner
Party.
Yeah, the Donner Party. I know what they are.
Yeah.
The Donner Party. Where they ate everybody.
We broke down right there where the Donner Party ate people, and we had to get towed across the fucking pass through the mountains by a tow truck, a big ass RV into Reno, Nevada. It was
that's
nuts.
so fucking funny.
It was like it's all because this billionaire didn't like he just found a random guy online that had an RV. And he put us in it.
Do you talk?
Like,
I'm trying to visualize the people who are involved. Like, how many of them were you in this project? Was it 5, 4, 3, 2, just you and another guy?
In the RV?
Yeah. Like, who was a part? Who was like talent? Who was the guys that were supposed to be on screen?
So there were 3 main guys in the RV from the beginning. There was the driver, me, and the host guy that was interviewing the Phelps guy there.
Yeah,
that's my buddy Joe. And he put us 3 in the RV. We made it to Reno, and a guy in Reno got in the RV and drove with us all the way to Topeka, Kansas.
Oh my!
So we had like a straggler,
like an extra guy.
And then we had everywhere we were going, we were stopping at with people that were like fans of the show, and we were meeting with them and making them do crazy shit.
Really?
So like we'd have guests in every city that would come on and be a part of it too.
This is one of the greatest fucking frat boy stories ever told, if not. I feel funny calling it a frat boy story. This is the greatest thing ever. I mean, Jesus Christ! I wish I was. If I was a multimillionaire, I'd be wiring you money right now. I'm not even joking. It's so funny. Everything is. All you got to do is be honest. You don't even have to spice it up. You know, and
we had all the clips from like the entire trip and a storyboard set up for a documentary with it, and we were gonna do like the talking points to kind of fill in the gaps.
Oh, really?
And have the clips of everything that actually went down. And it sucks that this guy disappeared and ghosted on us.
You need a script
because he had everything on a hard drive.
You know what?
We had to work to save. The billionaire might have stuff saved at his thing, but he's always
you're probably more famous than all of them now. Why don't you just write a book and sell it as a screenplay?
Yeah, maybe I'll get Clint Eastwood to direct it.
I'm not trying to make a goof out of it. I'm sorry. You know what it is? When Ryan Dunn died, so did this type of humor, and I'm missing it. I really didn't know how much I missed Jackass till it's gone. And now there's, with all the feminism and that's toxic masculinity and stuff like that. I'm 40. I still want to see shit like that because I can't do stuff like that anymore. I'm busy. I got kids. I got stuff going on. I want to see something. I want to watch fucking young people travel all the trouble, do stupid ass shit and get in trouble. And not even that. It's fucking not even staged. It's 100% on the level. It's just, oh God. I bet that was just I bet that was the tip of the iceberg. There's probably 20 funnier things that happened than that.
There was a lot of shit that happened. Like, and you know what? It was crazy.
If this movie took off, it would get
one of my co-hosts at one point decided to try speed. He didn't realize speed was crystal meth. He was like, he was doing all these drugs on the trip, and he stayed up in a bathtub all night long with some random people we met in Texas, doing crystal meth. And then it split his mind into like two pieces to the point where he thought he was in the Truman Show.
Oh my God.
He thought that the TV show that we were doing was a cover for a show that has been following him since second grade. And we're on the road going, wanted by the police, going from state to state. And he's supposed to be like my only confidant, right?
Oh.
He's the guy that's been there from the jump with me, and he's out of his fucking mind. And he decides to start putting people in headlocks, like for no reason. One guy was like, "I'm bored," and he put him in a headlock. Put him in a headlock because he was bored, and they start fighting. The guy breaks a beer bottle and starts stabbing the guy in the fucking hand and trying to go for his neck. It was like. It was nuts.
This is great. And then it must have been really satisfying when you went home and then you have that, then you have I'm a Bill hit too. So it's not just about fucking being fucked up. Then you have the hit after that.
Just a Bill.
Just a Bill.
Yeah. I got home and the billionaire sent me some money as a thank you. Like after all the money he spent on the trip and stuff. So it was like, I felt good. I felt like I succeeded.
You did. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, and then you go out and do all that, and it's like a coming of age thing. And like, look, I'm going to do this. I want to get famous. I want to do this stuff. You do all this crazy stuff. It kind of falls flat in your face. And next thing you know, how many hits does I'm Just a Bill have now? It's like
it's 1.8 or 1.9 million. I think it's not huge, but
yeah, well, it's huge. Like, I'll take one of those, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
5,000 people to see this tops. I'll take that. Oh my God, it's so legendary.
Dumb and 8-Ton Gorilla are my two other favorites.
Yeah,
I love the beginning of 8-Ton Gorilla.
I use that as like the intro for my YouTube videos because I liked it so much.
Yeah,
Workaholic. He did a song. Well, you did a song something about workaholic, right? That's cool when you're spinning around the chair and shit. I fucking like that one too. Hey everybody, Billy the Fridge did something very special today. Not only did he 4 years ago tackle some poor stiff naked that was sort of a part of the joke, he probably gave us one of the better Shot from the Point episodes. I had nothing to do with it, and I really wish you would go sub his channel. He runs streams a lot like I do. It's usually morning my time in Europe, but if you're like a late night radio guy, Billy's got some wild stuff going on, so I really, really highly recommend. You know what? You almost fucking owe it to him. Because he gave you.
Go listen to his old-fashioned album on iTunes or Spotify.
And you go check out his music. And you're running around with rhymesayers. I saw you in a video. I don't know the name of the rapper, but I saw you in a video.
Green, yeah.
And that's one of my favorite rappers of all time, Slug from Atmosphere. Yeah. He does a song called One of a Kind that that's like what I walked down the street, I'm like, one of a kind, you know, that's like my thing.
Yeah, no.
And
he's great.
Have you met
there's a lot of guys on Rhymesayers from Seattle now, but the Minneapolis boys are
they're nuts,
are some of the best.
Who's the guy? Who's the other Minneapolis? I have this one in my Spotify. They call me the bar breaker. I'll kick me out the club. Oh, fucking what the fuck's his name? I can never remember. I'm getting old, dude. The white dude that looks like a janitor. What the fuck's his name? He's an amazing rapper. I gotta look it up.
Aesop Rock or
no. This guy's like a little more comic, but I wouldn't say he's an excellent rapper. And he does a song called The Bar Breaker, which I haven't. I heard it a couple of years ago. The Bar Breaker. I'd probably have this be my theme song. A couple of years ago, I thought about Prof. There it is. Exactly. Prof.
Yeah, Prof's dope.
And then he also did a video with Tech Nine where he like he dresses like a cleaning man and then executes the guy on the mic, like with a silencer. It's fucking cool, you know. And then I saw, yeah, you're doing something with them, and holy shit, Billy, I just want to talk. I want to talk you up because I feel like you handed me a gift here. This might be one of my favorites ever, and I really, guys, go sub Billy if you're not subbing. Like, throw him a fucking bone. Check out his stuff. He's got wild stuff going on. He does like long streams, sort of like sometimes I do in the afternoon. I'll stream like 6 hours straight and just bullshit with people, and he does that. He just put the heart rate in the chat. Please do that for him. And anybody that's listening to this later, do it. And everybody's.
I never like plan them out though, so you just have to.
No, you just got to wing it, and that's why it works. To be honest with you,
yeah.
Only suckers like me do it every day on a fucking schedule.
It's good to hear from you, Jamie. Too. It's been a while.
Jamie.
Yeah, it's been a while too.
I wish I had the money. Jamie wishes.
You coming to VidCon? You'll be at VidCon, right?
Yeah, I got to go to VidCon. I'm gonna go kiss all the girls.
Yeah.
when do I have to be? When do I have to be in Birmingham?
You should come to England sometime, Billy.
Yeah, no, I want to. I would love to go to England and Germany. Everybody out that way.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You got a lot of stuff.
It's not incredibly exciting, but like
that's all right.
You know.
It's pretty cool. Thank Frank the artist. Billy, I'm very curious. What's Leafy been up to? Been ages since he last uploaded. I heard he's just making tons of dough. You know.
I don't know exactly what he's up to. Every time I try and talk to him, I'm sleeping, and then I'll wake up and I'll message him back, and then he'll like hit me back when I'm sleeping again because he's sleeping. Like we've been playing phone tag for a while, or Skype tag or whatever.
Remember when you called him last and we were legit getting worried about him, and then I think me and you talked for the last couple of days, and you're like, "When did you last talk to him?" I was like, "It was just in this day," and it was a couple of days after the video. And then I wasn't worried. I was legit getting worried too. And then I was literally typing him. I'm like, I even used his real name. I'm like, Calvin, dude, just let's. I know we're not best friends. Just call Billy. Tell somebody. Call your mom. Something, you know. And then it's like goes by, and then we're kind of like hitting back and forth. And then he writes me back finally. Did Clown change his Skype? Like everybody's panicking and fucking like, did Clown change his Skype? I don't. This is it.
I don't.
Okay. I mean, I'm like, oh God, fucking Leafy, Jesus Christ, you scared the fuck out of everybody. You know, I get the feeling I think he's doing something else business wise, and I think this might be it for him. I'm guessing that.
So I heard it from someone who's got into crypto.
Yes, he likes crypto.
That's good.
But he's done it. He did it a long time ago. He's talking about it. He did crypto like ice ages ago, and I think he probably. If I had to guess, I don't know this for a fact that he cashed in recently when it blew up. Yeah, he was telling me. He was telling me what to do and what not to do.
Very upset when it crashed.
Yeah, I bet. Well, you know what he told me? He said, if anybody tells you to buy a certain crypto, don't listen to him because it's only them self-serving. He says you're going to have to do the legwork.
I pulled out, to be fair with you, of crypto entirely for the moment. Like, when it all like came up, I was making a lot of money, and then it just like, I was dumb and I left it in, and then I woke up one morning and it was like, wow.
But you know, you're a genius. You're a fucking genius. Everybody knew that was going to happen, even me.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I was just, you know, I find the craze of crypto annoying at this point. You don't really hear much about it anymore.
No, it's over because we knew it was going to happen. Because
everyone that was all fucking talking about it all over social media is saying nothing.
Nothing. It's over. It's fucking over, guys. I got.
It's still.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Billy.
Bitcoin's still like almost 10 grand a coin, right? Like,
yeah.
That's really good if you consider that it.
10K.
I remember when it was $250 and it went up to $1,200, and everybody was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing." Yeah, so like, at that point, if you would have bought in then at $1,200 and it dropped a little and you felt like a dumbass, you'd still be through the roof rich right now. It's 10 times the money that it was then in just a couple of years. So this dip just means it's stabilized, and you might want to buy in.
You got to figure
it's going to go up again, right? It's going to.
You think so?
Yeah.
You want it to dip as low as it can, and then when it starts to stabilize in that dip, buy in, because it's not gonna go away unless like something way better happens.
Imagine like there's probably a guy out there that doesn't know he's a millionaire that like 6 years ago he bought a bunch of it and forgot about it. And he's
well, there's many stories of that though. I read one of where a woman had I think it would have been at least worth a couple million now in Bitcoin, and on a memory stick on a hard drive that she threw out a few years back. And she was like she was opening up like a lawsuit or like or something with like the council to go into this dump looking for this memory stick, and the state, like the council refused because they're like, you may not even find it, and it's probably like rotten by now.
Who cares?
But just the fact that she knew that she had millions on a memory stick in a fucking dump somewhere.
Guys, I got to end the show. I got to bag it. I just do want to say, everybody stay on the line. I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks so much. You guys are real generous with donations today. I do appreciate it. Let me shout everybody out real quick. Frank the Artist, who has Buddy Bond, Film Oddities, which is Tobes. Thank you so much. JD Toon, first time donation because Tommy can't see it. Kappa. Let's see if I can fire that up right now for you. I have no. Let's see if it comes up. Does it come up? No, you're right. Sorry. There it is. Core Master, thanks so much for your generosity. Anthony Williams, who was goofing on me. Fuck you, man, but thanks for the money. And that's it. That's all we got for today. This has been a terrible week as far as stuff that's going on, and I think, I don't know, I think God hates me. Good thing there isn't a God. Again, thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you all Sunday. OG style, OG crew, real talk. Jeff the Huffman. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. Don't forget the point this weekend. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town to King's home, slapping 5's Blackstone. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of man.